I knew something was wrong the moment she started smiling at her phone more than at me. It was subtle at first, a quiet laugh while scrolling through messages, the way she'd tilt her head when a notification popped up. I didn't want to believe it was anything serious. After all, we'd been together for 10 years. We had built a life together, 2 kids, a house, the kind of messy but comfortable routine that you settle into when you've been with someone long enough. But then the nights started stretching longer. She'd say she was out with friends, and I believed her because I wanted to believe her. But the nagging feeling in my chest wouldn't go away. You know that quiet, sinking sense of dread when you realize that maybe, just maybe, the person you love is slowly slipping away from you? Yeah. That's where I was. One night, around midnight, I woke up to an empty bed. I found her downstairs, sitting on the couch, her face lit up by the glow of her phone. When she noticed me, she quickly turned it face down on the cushion. "Who are you talking to?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "No one," she said, too quickly. Then she forced a smile. "Just a friend." I sat down across from her. "What's going on?" She sighed and rubbed her temples like I was exhausting her. "Nothing. You're overthinking." But I wasn't. And I think we both knew it. Things unraveled quickly after that. She started coming home later and later. I caught her in little lies saying she was one place when she was clearly somewhere else. And then I found the messages. Long, intimate conversations with another man. I didn't even have to scroll far to see where it was going. I confronted her that night. My hands were shaking as I held up the phone. "Who is he?" I asked. She didn't even flinch. Just sighed and rolled her eyes. "Does it matter? Does it matter?" My voice cracked. "You've been lying to me. Sneaking around. How long has this been going on?" She shrugged. "A few months." "A few months?" My chest tightened. "And you weren't going to tell me?" She stood up, arms crossed. "Why should I? It's not like you would have done anything about it." And that's when I realized she wasn't sorry. Not even a little. I sat there, stunned. "So what now? You expect me to just accept this?" She smiled. Actually smiled. "Listen to me," she said, stepping closer. "If you file for divorce, I'll leave you without a penny. You'll have to pay for the divorce, pay me alimony, and pay child support. And you'll lose custody over the kids. So I'll keep having fun with my lover and you'll keep funding it." My mouth went dry. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You're joking." She laughed, this cold, bitter sound that sent a chill through me. "You have no other choice." That's when something snapped inside me. I stood up, eyes locking with hers. "Do you really think I'll tolerate this?" I said, my voice low. Her smile faded just slightly. "You think you can humiliate me, betray me, and I'll just sit back and let it happen?" I stepped closer. "You think you can use our kids as leverage? That I'll just keep paying for you to live this way?" She folded her arms across her chest, but I saw the flicker of uncertainty in her eyes. "You can't win," she said. "You sure about that?" My voice was calm now. Too calm. Because I'd been the one holding this family together. I've worked late nights, missed weekends with the kids, bent over backward to keep us afloat. And you've been throwing it all away. "You don't have proof," she said, but her voice wasn't so steady anymore. "Oh, but I do." I stepped back, holding up my phone. Screenshots. Messages. Bank records. "You've been careless." Her eyes widened. "You think the court will hand you custody when they see this?" I said. "And as for alimony?" "Well, the judge might have a thing or two to say about you using marital funds to support your affair." Her mouth opened, but nothing came out. You wanted to play dirty? I shook my head. You underestimated me. She stood there, silent, as I walked toward the door. My heart was racing, but I kept my steps steady. Where are you going? She asked. To talk to a lawyer. I turned back. And after that? We'll see who has no other choice. The next few weeks were a blur of meetings with lawyers, paperwork, and difficult conversations with the kids. My daughter cried when I told her, and my son just sat there, quiet and confused. That part hurt the most, knowing that no matter how justified I felt, they would be the ones caught in the crossfire. But I stayed steady. For them. She tried to fight it at first. Told the kids I was the bad guy. Threatened to drag the process out. But once my lawyer laid out the evidence, her confidence started to crumble. Turns out the court doesn't look too kindly on infidelity, especially when it involves siphoning off joint funds for someone else. In the end, I got shared custody. No alimony. Minimal child support. She tried to smile through it when the papers were signed, but I could see it in her eyes, the realization that she had pushed too far. It's strange how quiet the house feels now. Some nights, I still reach over to her side of the bed before remembering it's empty. But you know what? There's a peace in that emptiness. A sense that maybe, just maybe, I've been given the chance to start over. I see the kids every week. We watch movies on the couch, order too much pizza, and laugh until it hurts. And sometimes, when I tuck them in at night, I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I look different. Lighter. I don't hate her. Not anymore. I just feel done. And that's enough.